Um, okay, so this is my fourth vlog. It's been 3 months and a week because I'm really, really bad at actually doing this on time when I'm supposed to do it. Um, and I have Katie to thank today for actually getting me to make it because I've been kind of slack, like usual. Let's see. Um, I'm actually doing this right now because my roommate's supposed to get home tonight and I still haven't done cleaning. So I will get that done soon. But anyways, yeah, this is what I sound like now. It sounds a lot different again because I was watching my videos yesterday and it changed again. Um, but I'm kind of gonna be organized today and actually hit like several points before like for this vlog. First one would be weight gain. I did start gaining weight after I first started on my tea. And then it was a lot of it is because of the displacement from how my body was shaped and it, I started losing the weight as well. It's like I gained it and I lost it, and now it's just kind of fluctuating right now. But that's also because I need to go to the gym still and all that good stuff. But weight gain it depends. Like, according to my doc, she said I could gain a lot of weight and I can also lose a lot of weight. It all depends on how much I work out. It depends on how I eat and just because of different like nutritions and everything. Um, Secondly, my voice. It's changed, obviously. If you look back far enough, I have some videos where I taken when I was at Disney, and I sound way higher in those. And I actually, I've stopped squeaking as much when I speak. Um, my voice too does a little like quiver thing because my coworkers actually noticed that I kind of like quiver sometimes. But overall, it's starting to regulate itself. I can kind of I've been learning to sing again because just from singing, it messed me up so much that what I thought I could sing like in that pitch or tone, I couldn't hit it anymore, or it was too high for me, or it was I could go much lower than I thought I could. But at the same time, I couldn't hear it in my ears like how I sound like. So that took some practice, and I did a lot of singing in the car when I was driving this summer. Um, Temper wise, when I first started on tea, it was a lot more. I my temper was a lot faster. I would get ticked off way faster, and I would rage out a little bit. And sometimes if I don't control myself, like if I don't remember, like I need to calm down and stuff, sometimes I do lose it like pretty fast, but I catch on and I try and pull myself back. It's something that I have to learn. I have a quick temper as it is, but I've been pretty good with being calm. I kind of bottle things up instead of let it out, and so I'm doing a little bit of not bottling so much and letting it out slowly instead of just exploding at once. So that's helping me some. Muscle gain. Haven't been to the gym. I really should. I know this, and but one of my friends actually challenged me and she was like, "Can you even do push-ups?" Because I used to not be able to do push-ups. My arms were not strong enough, and she we kind of like had like a challenge thing, and she did 10 and I did 10, and then she did 10 more again, and I could match that. But she's like a little tiny girl. I weigh like a good amount, and I have never been able to. I don't think I've been able to do like 20 without like actually do it like where you go all the way down, your arms at like a 90-degree angle instead of just like like barely like just being slacker and just going down like a little bit. But I could go down to 90 degrees and go up, and so that alone has shown me that muscle wise, I've gained a lot of muscle. And also, when I was at the Paramore Tegan and Sarah show yesterday, my little she she was like, I was gonna carry her on my back so she could take a picture or something. I think she was gonna wave her iPhone. I thought she was just gonna like jump on my back so I would carry her like legs in between my arms, but actually she wanted to sit on my back. And usually I don't think I would have as much energy or like strength wise when I stood up that I would be able to balance her. But I could just get straight up. I didn't have to like try and balance myself. I stood right up, so I know that the muscles in my back has definitely increased, and probably my legs too. So that was a really good feeling. Um, Weight loss, already covered this, and the weight gain too. Um, don't really lose weight. Kind of like I just need to learn to regulate what I'm eating. Um, Facial hair. Nope, still no facial hair. But I am growing a little bit of hair, like my hair on my legs. Actually, if a lot of you might know, well, at least my friends, that the way my hair grows on my legs, it's there. I don't really have to shave it, and you could feel it. It's like really soft, and now it's actually growing out some, where it has color and everything. Like so, you can actually tell there is hair on my legs. It's kind of it's an adjustment. It's adjustment. There's a lot more hair on my arms, like upper arms. It's starting to grow out, and then my upper legs. I never really thought I had hair, and they're growing out. But that's on the hair growth. Um, and then I remember Randy actually asked me a question the last time I made one of his videos, asking about how I was eligible for T-shots. What I had to do is I had to actually see a therapist for about 3 months, and she actually had to sign off and had to agree. Well, not really agree, but like diagnose me with gender dysphoria. That's the technical, one of the technical terms for being transgendered. She signed off on that, and I had to find an endocrinologist, and usually the ones here are really, 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 really booked. My therapist actually gave me the number for a woman in Indianapolis, and she referred me to a woman in Kokomo, which is about an hour away from here. So basically, she said that I could get in to get an appointment much earlier, but even then, it took me at least a month after I called to get in. Had my first appointment, and then I wanted to follow up my second appointment as soon as possible, but she made it a month later, and even after she made it a month later, she told me that I couldn't take, like, she couldn't, like, do anything about it or prescribe me tea until I was 21, or I got my parents' consent. And I didn't really want to wait for all that, and so I was just like, you know what, just reschedule me for April, which will be 2 months away, but then I'll be 21, so I didn't have to ask my parents for their go ahead. And then after that, when she signed off on it, she never got a letter from my therapist or psychiatrist. I wasn't sure. She asked me for a letter from my psychiatrist at school, but my psychiatrist at school doesn't deal with my transgender issues, and so I was under the wrong impression, and I hunted my like psychiatrist down, who took forever to get back to her, and then she would tell me, oh, that wasn't even what she needed, because I would call my a psychiatrist every day, and I got a lot of trouble for that. She kind of yelled at me. But then I went to my therapist, who is really, really, really bad at sending letters. Because the last time I tried, that was the reason of how I tried to get an appointment in general. Basically, it took her a month, almost 2 months, just to get in touch. Like, send a letter of, like, how I'm a patient and everything. And even this time when she sent my letter, she took her another, like, few weeks. And so I've been playing a huge waiting game. I started to want, I started going to my therapist for it maybe back in October, either September or October, and I didn't get my T-shots until in May, which is about 7 months, when it should have been like 3 months. Therapist sign off, go for a appointment, and then go for a follow-up appointment. That should have taken 4 months tops. Mine was drawn out to about 7-8 months, and so I was really, really impatient. So, but I've heard stories of other trends people who's been able to get like a follow-up appointment in a week later, and so their process is much faster, so they're lucky. um, but that's what I had to go through for my T shots. And she also asked me whether I had any weird thoughts or emotions after I got those shots. I actually didn't realize it or felt it as much because I put the mindset down for myself that I'm not gonna like try and keep up every day and see if my voice change or anything had changes, because solely because I was impatient, and I knew that if I always thought about it or I had thoughts about it, it would just take even longer, and I would be disappointed even more and more just because of how I've already been waiting for so long. So that's what I had to go through. If you guys have any other questions, you can ask me and I can answer them. Um, just because a lot of these things, a lot of the questions that you ask me actually makes me think and makes me reflect back on everything I had to go through. So ask me questions and leave me comments and views and everything else. But yep, I'm gonna go for right now because this video is already really long. So um, leave me comments down there. Bye.